He can just look at us.
These pictures here were the only pictures I had of Gary.
We got each other now, though.
A very, very touching story culminated right here in Albuquerque, folks. A father and son who were separated during the Vietnam War have found each other after 40 years. Here now with us is Gary Bowie and his father, Jerry Quinn. Gentlemen, welcome. This is absolutely an incredible story. My first question, how does it feel to have found each other after 40 years?
It's just above and beyond awesome, sir.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to express it. It's awesome.
And I mean, really, and I think, you know, some people could say yay or nay to social media. It's because of social media that y'all found each other. Is that right? Can you share with us the journey that you've been on? Now, Gary, you said that you've been looking for a long time. Both of you really have been looking for a long time. So tell us about the journey and how it culminated into you finding each other.
Well, I have to say that over the years, I made attempts to get back together with Gary and his mother, and everything just didn't happen. And then just here recently, a guy, he's a Danish furniture painter. He was backpacking 20 years ago, and he picked up the Amerasian cause, and every year, his name's Brian Hort, he takes people back to Vietnam, fathers, to go look. Wow. So he hooked me up, and that all started, and then he got in touch with the BBC, and they started a search to film my search. Okay. And so I was in Vietnam in January, met his mother, and found out his name through the social media. I didn't even know his name when I came back.
Wow.
So the night before we got together, I just put a Facebook post up. I said, there's 7 billion people in the world, 30 to 50,000 Amerasian children. I need some help, God. Right. And then the next morning, boom, there it is. Gary put up the back of a picture that had the address of where I lived with his mother's handwriting. I knew I was getting ready to meet him.
That was him. And what was that moment like for you, Jerry?
Well, I've got a picture of myself. You know how you do selfies?
Oh,
I was a wreck.
Yeah, I bet.
I was a wreck.
I just can't even fathom the flood of emotions both of you gentlemen must have felt in doing this. So how has the family reacted to the reunion that you've been able to achieve?
It's awesome. My kids are like, they fit right in. Like, oh my God, I have grandpa. They come in here. They just, I mean, it's a nice warm welcome. It's nice. Yeah, it's very nice.
We had my brother, my sister, and his brother all came down here. We just had like a family reunion over the weekend.
Really? How was it?
What do you think, Gary?
It was awesome.
It was awesome. We had so much fun. We got to be a family, and you know, that's something Gary hasn't had with me. So I know it was a really great experience. Yeah. For Gary, it was good for me, but I think it was good for him to be able to connect.
Yeah, you know? I bet. And also really to see the multi-generational, you know, seeing your grandkids.
Oh man, those grandkids, I'm telling you, whew, I love them.
Yeah.
They were so happy to see me. They're so accepting of me. And I just love them, both of them. Both Brendan and Liana, they're just absolutely gorgeous kids.
That's great. Yeah. It's such an amazing story. So what happens now? Are you both, it culminated here in Albuquerque. You said the BBC was helping you find your son. So what happens now with the relationship?
Well, you know, what's your line about my ticket?
Oh, I told him it's going to be a one-way ticket. He's not going back to Taiwan. One-way ticket.
One-way ticket, I bet.
Yeah, so. and I'm supposed to leave tomorrow to go back to Taiwan, and it's getting harder and harder thinking about actually leaving.
I'd imagine.
It's been canceled. We didn't know that yet.
It's been canceled. Yeah, right. So, you know, I'm dealing with that, but, you know, we're also want to help other Amerasian children and the fathers find each other. Yeah. That's on both of our hearts.
I just want all the GI father out there just to step it up and come forward. You know what I mean? It's tough growing up with no father and with no mom. It's not an easy thing. It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not the children. It's not the Amerasian children. It's the fathers. Right. They've got new lives, and the people in the family don't want them to get involved with their children. But come on. Yeah. You know, it's time for the father's heart to turn to the children, and for the children to turn. Children are already waiting. It's just the fathers that need to step up. So we need to find a way to get the fathers actively involved, and because they need to know their father.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I couldn't imagine not. You know, I mean, my father's been such an integral part of my life. I could not imagine. Couldn't even fathom. So, is there a way? Is there a call to action that you guys have in terms of if someone out there wants to take the steps forward that you did? Is there a way for them to contact you to get in on the cause?
Well, there's a lot of different groups, right? But if they want to personally email me at pursuinglove1973@gmail.com, I will get them in contact with Gary or whatever we can do to try to coordinate that.
That's great, yeah, and like you said, it's so important, you know, having a father in a child's life, son or daughter, it's
Well, for me,
So
it's
important.
it's Malachi 4, 5, and 6. It comes out of the Bible. It's the last couple verses. It says that the Spirit of Elijah will come in that great and terrible day, and that the hearts of the fathers will be turned to the children, and the children to the fathers. And pursuing love.
Yeah.
We want to pursue love. We want to pursue the relationship with your child.
Yeah.
They need to know who their parents are.
Absolutely. Gentlemen, thank you so much for sharing this really inspirational story and just amazing, amazing story. And we will have information on our website at casa.com under the Style tab. We'll have that email address. So if you out there are in Jerry's situation, you want to connect to an Amerasian child or just find out more information on how to help, we'll get you in touch with them. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you, Chad.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Really,
yeah, thank you.
congratulations.
It's awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes. Boy,